So is Masters of the Universe Revelation going to be garbage? This is the common sort of opinion, I guess, from certain people online, is that they've gone like ultra feminist and stuff like this, and basically that Kevin Smith is being Kevin Smith. Now, I want to sort of approach this video open and honest from the angle of, guys, it's Kevin Smith. He could have Kevin Smithed it, right? I'm well open for the thought that this could be crap. Well open for it, you know, that it could be complete garbage. Absolutely. But the reasons listed don't seem to make that much sense. So I want to just kind of throw my 2 cents into the pile, really. Is that a lot of people have basically, there's a few things that have riled people up, right? So, one, the trailer dropped. It was amazing. I love the teaser trailer. But a lot of people are like, it's a bait and switch. It's a bait and switch because we've seen images like this, right? Teela's got an undershave on one side of her head. It's like, really? What does that mean? Have you never been with an alternative chick? Come on now, behave. It's not just feminists that have, you know, like side-shaven hairs. Some very hot alternative girls have that as well. Get out a little bit more. You might see them. It's alright. Maybe even just go on Instagram if you're afraid of the outdoors and a bit of sun. But this image obviously riled a lot of people up, and they were like, "There, she's looking so massive, and she's got the side of her head shaved." And it's like, well, yeah, okay, fine. If that's what you're gonna, you know, rile you up, I can't help you. There's nothing that I can really say or do that will help you there. But then the other thing, which is a little bit more justified, is this, right? So the official plot synopsis read: after a cataclysmic battle between He-Man and Skeletor, Eternia is fractured and the Guardians of Grayskull are scattered. And after decades of secrets tore them apart, it's up to Teela to reunite the broken band of heroes and solve the mystery of the missing sword of power in a race against time to restore Eternia and prevent the end of the universe. Now, a lot of people are running under the look, that ultimately does say, hey, look, it's Teela, right? Teela is the character that we're going to follow here. But a lot of people's thoughts are they've watched that teaser trailer and they go, that's from the first episode, which I think is like it very well could be. To be fair, that absolutely could be from the first episode. And they're like, right, so it's from the first episode. What's going to happen is Skeletor beats He-Man and you know the Guardians of Grayskull, and then He-Man buggers off. He disappears because somehow in that one first episode they do all of that, and Teela learns that Prince Adam is also He-Man, and he runs away or something like that. I don't know. That's basically what people are saying. It doesn't make that much sense to me, but that's basically what people are. That's people's thoughts on it. And then the argument that people have that this is now like a bait and switch, and like I asked you to watch this with a bit of an open mind, is that then Teela spends the rest of the season trying to find He-Man. Well, he's not been sidelined then, has he? If the entire narrative is about finding He-Man, he's not been sidelined. He's not been belittled. He's not been put down. In fact, he's put on a pedestal as someone that needs to be found. We need He-Man. And obviously, you know, the sword of power and all that. So, I get it. I get it. Because, again, I opened the video by saying this. It's Kevin Smith at the end of the day. And he also did some recent video where he's like, right, yeah, you know, the Guardians of Grayskull and all that kind of stuff. He says that it's going to be a spiritual sequel to the classic 80s, but something happens early on to shift things into another gear, which will be, hey, He-Man gets wrecked, basically. He also confirms that the revelation of the title refers to Teela finding out that Prince Adam is really He-Man. There's been a lot of speculation that Teela will actually emerge as the main character of the show, but Smith appeared to shoot down that theory on Twitter. The Clerks director also shared a new look. So he's kind of shot it down. You know, he round up on Twitter and shared a Scareglow image, which was in the teaser trailer anyway. And it looks great. Scareglow looks cool. But then he didn't really say that much else with respect to He-Man. Not what I can see. Like, I'm seeing it now. Like, I'm not looking much in terms of the kind of revelation stuff. He did. There was also, like, like a group of images of figures on Twitter, which he's like, oh yeah, here's the revelation, right? So he says, stop making sense. Good eye. It's that junk man. But you'll notice there's an Evil Lyn figure in Wave 1. That's a big hint right there, kids. And on July 23rd, all the secrets of Castle Grayskull will be revealed when Master of the Universe Revelation premieres. The thing is, and he says, let me get this right. The Fandom Menace says Teela is the main star of the Kevin Smith Master of the Universe show. Yet there's only 6 episodes, and He-Man is in 8. And she doesn't even have an action figure in Series 1. Oh, okay. So that was what was tweeted, that junk man. Let me get this straight. The Fandom Menace says Teela is the main star of Master of the Universe show. Yet she's only in 6 episodes and He-Man is in 8. And she doesn't even have an action figure in Series 1. Oh, okay. And then Kevin Smith says, well, you'll notice that there's an Evil Lyn figure in Wave 1. That's a big hint right there, kids. Which I would imagine is probably Evil Lyn maybe switching sides because, you know, well, potentially switching sides, maybe. Looks kind of like it. And that could be the thing. That could be the revelation that tears the Guardians apart, that Teela then buggers off. I don't know. But apparently it's up to Teela to save the day. Who knows? The thing is that I'm open to this being absolutely a Kevin Smithed it, right? But also just the fact that, say if He-Man is sidelined, him being the main force of the narrative isn't actually him being sidelined. He is super important to the narrative at that point. That's not a bait and switch. You know, that's not, what was it, the Last Jedi, or the Rise of Skywalker. That's not that level. That's that level. No one's important at that point. He's like, oh, I've got to get to Luke Skywalker, and he just chucks the lightsaber away. You didn't need to get to me. I don't do anything. I'm not going to help you. That's someone being downtrodden. And like, I understand it. Like, so many people are ready to hate on stuff and just ready to tear it apart. And I was like that for a long time. But I've also, 2 things. Execution is everything. It is absolutely everything. So if they execute it in a way that He-Man is still held up with respect, he's not downtrodden. He's put up there on a pedestal as the most powerful man in the universe. He is the only one that can stop Scareglow or Skeletor. Yeah, I'm fine with that. The execution does matter. Bad scripts can be executed perfectly and they can come out really good. And equally so, a good script can be executed badly and it can be a garbage movie. I'm hoping this is executed right and it turns out to be a very, very good movie. Or series, sorry, should I say. I love that trailer, and I am biased because I love the trailer, but I also just think a lot of it needs to be like, just wait and see. You know? Like, you do have to wait and see. We've only seen a teaser. We've not actually seen a trailer. The trailer will give us an idea of the actual story. And again, I'm open to the idea of me being completely, like, well, not being wrong, because I've said I'm open to it being completely crap. But I hope it's good. And He-Man being out of the show, although he is in apparently 8 episodes, yeah, it doesn't look like it. So there you go. There's my thoughts. There's my 2 cents worth, throwing it into the hat. Let me know what you think. Cheers, guys. Take care.